All right. We're doing this. I'm excited. Sorry, my brother's working if you hear him back there. Um, sorry, disclaimer for that. So, Araz, are you comfortable with being the project manager essentially, or do you want someone else to do that?
I don't have any experience in it. Just would be nice for other people to lead it and have experience of it. Cause I don't know. I just throw the idea there for people to pick it up and build on it. If I
Mm.
stick with it, it's gonna be only my idea. It's gonna be my whatever I imagined it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm already have in bricks. So if someone else picks it up to steer it, someone would have to think about make it better or easier or lighter or even more convenient to come up with it. That's my 2 cents on it, I would say.
Okay, so in that case, you would prefer someone else to lead it. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes, because of the reason that I already have it in my own version in my head. So it would be better if someone else told me that.
Okay. Does anyone in here want to be the project manager? Because I'll do it. Okay. I don't have any experience, but like I know Perishable does. But I don't. Also, Perishable, you have kids, so.
Do you want to be the squad leader, Percival?
I can't not do the plate spinning.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, we'll have me do it then, unless someone who joins after. Sorry?
I think just clarifying what you mean by project manager will help arouse. So it's not the fact that like you're making all the decisions. Obviously, like the whole group will have additions into that. It's just you're driving um, the goal, right?
Sort of, I
Because
guess.
being as because I mean obviously we're not like not planning on
Professional team.
thing like time. Yeah, look, you have like the general idea, you know the problem, you know where you want to solve it. You can be the project manager, give your problem, give your solution, and then like obviously everyone else can think about it as well and contribute it as well. But most of
Yeah, of
it's
course.
just like owning the idea, the problem, the solution that you have in your head, and then just being open to changing with it. It's not as intimidating as it sounds, and like at best, it's really just going to be like fielding questions from like any of the people who aren't here, who's like, I want to help. Like, what can I do? Oh, here's this ticket. Can I get clarity on this ticket? Kind of thing. Like, what do you mean by rant like uh, pull together a randomized wording hash for the generation of the prompt, right? Like, there's a lot of vagueness there that someone can add to it, but you can eventually give like, well, I want a giant collection of adjectives, and then they'll be like, oh, okay, that makes sense, and then they can go off and figure out where to get those, or you can do that.
If
It's
you
more
would
just
like me to do it, I can do it. I'd be more happy to help with it and do this part. I'm that person that reaches to take something from others. If you guys don't want it, I want me to do it, I can do it. Nothing big of a deal.
yeah. I just thought clarity of what
Yeah.
that position will probably look like in a group of developers. Like, I don't think anyone's planning on like direct reporting to you. It's just mostly just like considering your concept as the initial starting point of truth, and then developing that as you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team project. It's not like an.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason
Sure.
why I thought you should do it because we're joining, of course, but like this was your brainchild, and you have the best idea of at least like what you've conceptualized it to be,
Yeah. A good
Yeah.
visual thing of it.
All right, I can do it then. If you want, but I don't mind it.
Okay.
It should be fun.
Can we use GitHub for version control? I want to use GitHub. I want to like learn it.
So as Perishable was just explaining it, I was thinking
I think I already have a empty GitHub repo for the project, but I can add whoever wants to work on it as a collaborator, and then we can assign issues and stuff like that on it, and use the board.
Okay.
Kind of go a bit of a Kanban style.
Yeah. And in the past, I think, and their Discord name is different than their other name, but Ray in Discord said that we should do it in Docker from the beginning, and I don't know anything about Docker, so is that wise, do you think?
What is Docker?
I don't really know. It seems like a local hosting place. I don't know.
For server side.
So no. So Docker is a tool that you can use. It basically introduces the concept of containerization of all your different parts, right? So if you have let's say you have an application in two different parts, where it's you have your API written in Node and you have your front end written in Vue or React or something. The idea that you want this to be able to be developed on all platforms, whether or not I'm on my Mac or I'm on my PC or I'm on my Linux box, right? And anyone should be able to run it with very minimal setup steps. So Docker allows you to define containers using a YAML file and some light scripting. And through that, you're able to basically give someone a repo. It has a Docker file, a Docker Compose file, and then an env file. And they just run Docker Compose build, Docker Compose up, and they have a working app in 2 commands. So, and it's at this point, it's pretty much industry standard from what I've seen. And then you can eventually take that and you can deploy with that too to Kubernetes or something else, but that doesn't matter that much right now. But with just the experience with the talking dictionary, where you're running into even just you, Rufio, trying to reset it up yourself, running into issues as well. It alleviates the need for a detailed README when you can just say, hey, 2 commands done. So I hope I didn't ramble on and not explain anything.
It's basically make your project easier to install anywhere, right?
Better
yeah, and it keeps it consistent.
Yeah.
Because you don't get any the weird oh, this works on my machine because of this specific thing, because you have some sort of add-on built in. No, it's always going to be that image, that frozen in time snapshot of usually a Linux image that's going to get pulled down from a hosted thing, built on top of, run the exact same commands the exact same way, no matter who it is and no matter the operating system. And your app runs inside that container, not on your local machine, but you can still access it and it can still read from your local files. So
yeah,
it's super cool. It's also super hard to grasp initially, and then it's even kind of harder to implement.
That brings me to the question: do we need it for this project in your experience, Percival?
I think it's a good tool. It's a good tool to learn as developers.
Yeah,
I would say. I will say you don't need it initially, so you can go along and then you can just task out to Dockerize it, and basically really just whoever the poor sap is that can't get it up and running easily enough, then that's probably the person that's gonna get to do it. Shit. Okay. I have to jump on a work call. God damn it. Okay. All right. I'll be back.
Okay.
Yep.
Good luck.
Thanks, Percival.
Yeah. So I don't know how to use it myself.
Right.
We used it last project, by my partner handled it. But we can do as what he just suggested. We can start without it and then add it when we see it necessary.
Okay.
I'd say.
Yeah. That's good to me.
Yeah, I think it will eventually be really useful for all 3 of us to learn at least. But
yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Because I know it's really it can be tedious setting it up if you don't know how to use it like your first time. We had a lot of struggle with it. It's just something.
Yeah, I don't want to overstep my capabilities. I know you'll be fine, but me just.
I can. There you go. I'm gonna. So I have this repo. Well, I nicknamed the project for myself fake gen, like fake generations and stuff. We can change it if you guys want, but that's the repo. Ooh, that's cool thumbnail thing that generates.
Okay.
It's an empty repo you can use, or someone else, or Review, or you can also, generate a new.
How do I save this?
I think I can. If you give me your GitHub, I can add you as a collaborator, and you can see it in your list all the time.
All right, let me just. It's just same as Discord.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you need email addresses or just the username?
Username, full name, or email. So.
My username's also the same.
Still using my office keyboard from the 1970s.
You should get yours, Yuri.
I do need one, but I am broke.
Feel that.
It might have to do with me spending $70 on my video editing software for the one video I made.
You have to make more.
What?
Yeah, but true, but still, got all kinds of stuff I want to work on.
What software did you get?
Filmora.
What?
Filmora.
Never heard of it.
What? I think it's pretty popular. It's a great video editing software. It was easy to use for my first time.
Okay. You should both have an invitation now.
Invitation. Let me check.
One.
Oh, is it via email? Oh,
yes,
let me open the email.
Okay. All right. I now have push access, it says.
RS.
Yep.
There we go. View invitation. Accept. No, I'm going to decline. No, I'm joking.
All right. So we should decide what we want to do first on the project. Like just one thing at a time, right?
Yep.
Yeah. But like just to get it all straight up, we're gonna like make a website that's gonna like give ideas to build, like project ideas, right?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a brief, right?
To get a better idea. Good brief, yeah. So you can just scroll a bit in the collaboration what Rufio just posted the last thing today. The two websites are just
examples.
We're gonna kind of do like clones, but better, hopefully. We can start with a clone and then improve it. But yeah,
I hope so.
So
the same functionality.
In terms of design, in that case, should we like try and base the design off of these two websites?
But the design, I feel like we should make our own one because make it more personal.
Yeah, we can, but not hard to design. So
I mean,
we can assign someone to post screen designs and stuff.
Okay, so that's one thing we need to get done initially. Then, how many web pages do you expect it will have? Is it just like one, and then you can just bring up a brief, or is it someone else?
Okay, yeah, that's a question for me. Okay, so initially, should be only the homepage, since it serves only one purpose. If you go to the website, you just have what you want to do with it, what you get. In the future, when more gets added, we can add more pages, but at most we can have a about page or such. That's it. And
simple for now.
Page. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So, I'm just writing this down so we remember. So about page, so homepage and about page designs then, or just the homepage
Yeah.
design.
We can do only homepage design and just use the styling to kind of craft about page.
Okay.
Unless in the features, unless someone wants to really make a really customized about page, which I don't think is necessary for a small project.
Okay.
Maybe in the future we can make like a system for like people to save their projects.
Yes, that's already in plans.
Yeah, no, okay. I'm just like from my.
Yeah.
I'm just saying things.
Okay. So we'll need the design, and then we didn't decide exactly what stack we wanted to use. I think we were thinking Node for the back end, but what do y'all want to do for the front end? Do you want to do PHP? Do you want to do like, I know that's, I mean, HTML
I think
and,
it's.
sorry?
I think PHP can define PHP as front end. Can you?
I don't know. I don't know anything about PHP,
PHP is basically server side, so it's
okay,
kind
Yeah.
of
okay.
back end. But
Not me googling what a stack is.
a stack. Do you know what a stack is?
No.
Okay.
Well, like with
so,
code and stuff, but I mean, like, you know.
Yeah. So a stack is basically a term we use for a group of languages that's used together. Let's say the LAMP stack, I think, LAMP, Linux, MySQL, Apache, PHP. So instead of you saying I use Linux, MySQL, Apache, and PHP, you just say I'm using LAMP stack.
It's a bundle.
A bundle, basically, yeah, of languages.
Yeah.
So they have the term of a stack.
All right.
And there's a couple that just defined and just go together, so people just use them as a group instead of mixing a lot of random stuff. Because throughout the years, people know this works together well. That's it.
Yeah.
If we want to make this a learning experience, I would love it to be Node and React, since I don't know React and I'm going to learn it next semester or starting this Monday. And you're already working with React, Rufy or Red?
I mean, a tiny bit, but I definitely do need to get better at React as well. So we could do that, but my one concern about React is that Yuri, you don't have any experience with like JavaScript or Node, right?
A little bit in JavaScript, but just a pure basic, like an alert.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
So like.
But I'm like open to learn.
Okay. I mean, we can definitely do that as long as you know that it might be a little difficult or like more difficult than for
I'm here
us.
to learn, so.
Okay.
I think it should be learning friendly.
Okay.
There should be a lot of documents and videos and stuff on how to start with them, since they are so popular.
The React and Node, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like.
So.
The stack I work with, Yuri, is the MERN stack. So that's Mongo, if you've seen me work on the database, Express, which is like with Node, right? React, and then Node. So we don't have to use Mongo or anything, but like the other stuff I think we'll be using.
Okay.
So,
like for React, React and Node is like JavaScript.
Yeah.
Both, yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you'll be learning a lot of JavaScript, but you do know Python, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like you're starting from ground zero with.
No, of course not. No.
You know Python, then you're gonna be alright.
Yeah. I'm not total shit, you know.
Okay, so in that case, we'll try and do it with React and Node. And then we can figure out what database y'all want to use a little later when we work more with that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to think. That means like independently of the project, we each need to start learning React a little bit more. So Araz and I kind of talked about this yesterday, but we might just have some days where we're just like in a voice channel, like working on React, in case any of us have questions.
Good. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
I'm eager to learn, so.
Okay. Y'all don't have to do what I'm doing, but I'm using the Scrimba course, or I was back when I was doing it.
The what?
Here, wait a second. I'll give you a link. Okay, hold up. I think this will, like, you can use that. You can use something else. I don't care. You're learning. That might
to
be the
learn. Oh, okay,
advanced
yeah.
one, but it's the same teacher and it's React, and you should be able to find. I didn't know that was the advanced one. You should be able to find the non-advanced one.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so now that we've decided our stack, and we're gonna do our design, what else do we need to do to get started?
Define the main objective of it and start creating issues. So, are you where are you writing stuff right now?
I'm just on like a notepad.
Okay. I can. How about we write it in the README of the repo?
Yes.
It. So
Sure.
I'm gonna start a sharing session.
Okay.
You guys should be able to get in it here.
Visual Studio Code. First time I'm using that, but that's fine.
What
Visual
IDE do
Studio
you
Code?
use?
For which language you mean?
In general.
Yeah.
In general, well, depends a bit. For like Java development, I use IntelliJ, and for Python, PyCharm.
Okay.
Fair enough. Those are contained EDAs, but
For web development, I use Sublime mostly.
yeah, you wanna change to VS Code.
What? Why?
When you change to it, you'll understand.
Okay.
It's just supported by Microsoft now, and it's like going hand to hand with GitHub, since both of them owned by Microsoft, and the community and the plugins, and it's just really great.
Okay. Well, I do have it installed, but never use it. But so I'm gonna use that for this project then. Okay. Visual Studio Code. Let's see if I can update or something.
Okay. I am in, I think.
You can type in and format what you just wrote on the README.
I don't have very detailed notes for now, but I can show you what I did write down. It wasn't in markup, so let me do that. But we can just say.
How do I open this in Visual Studio Code? Like an app itself.
So do you have it installed?
Yeah.
So if you just copy the link, I think you need the plugin, right? If you go to extensions and click on live share.
What's Adam's last name?
Right. Which I can find. Extensions.
Just because.
What's it called? I need to get in. I'm in the extension part.
You just type live share.
Live share. Okay.
Yes.
Adas has a stream if you want to see. I imagine that's what you're showing at us.
Yeah.
If you want to see.
Let me just try to. Where?
So in the extensions, you just type in the top here, live share, and you should get this one.
And see, live share extension pack. Okay, I think I got my. Let me just show. Go live. Let's go monitor. It should be this one, right?
Let me see. Yeah, there we go.
All right, I'm gonna install it.
Live share extension pack.
It's what I get. I have some other stuff, but
Microsoft, but what does it do?
you tell me.
Okay, so it gives you both live share and live share audio. Okay, that works.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's all right.
All right.
Now, you can see underneath the extensions tab and the bottom, last one.
Yeah, I don't know how this Visual Studio Code works. I never used it.
In the left, where your files and stuff, the last icon is the live share one. Yep.
Oh.
If you want to start a session yourself, you click on share, but if you want to join one, you click join and then paste the link you have.
Sign in. Oh.
Yeah, normally we use GitHub to sign in.
Continue. Authorize. Yeah, oh sure. I'll allow, definitely. It didn't work. Enter the URL. Oh yeah, the link.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
If you click on the link itself, normally it should open up in the browser, and in the browser they did make VS Code in the browser too, but having the application itself is better.
Yeah. Copy. Paste. Think I'm in?
It's
Question mark?
joining. I see.
Hey, there we go.
Now you should have access to reading and writing everything I have in this project. But you can't use the terminal. I can give you access to the terminal to write and use it, but that's it. We're not going to do that.
Right.
But you can also, I can also start a local host here, and I can share this local host with you, and you can in your browser open up the local host, basically that amps. Yeah.
So,
What do we
Aras,
need to
you
do?
said we wanted to define our objective, right?
Yes. So, what does the website do? I think we are like this first thing paragraph. A page, a tool where the user can click a button and generate a project. Let's make it a project for now. That I can do, be proud of. Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds good to me.
Y'all know if there's a way I can
What?
mute the
I'm gonna hide my personal keys on GitHub.
Y'all know if there's a way I can mute my if I'm muting and unmuting.
What we can do is
GitHub?
go to issues in GitHub, and from there create issues.
Huh?
Issues.
Oh. Is it does it not have the thing? Oh, that's GitLab. Okay. But I think we can use issues, and we can assign it to someone. Yeah. So, for example, create a screen design. That's gonna try to write as correct as I can. The description of it is
You also, they can't hear me.
yeah, for now it's one page. Do we have inspirations? I mean, we can copy the Discord stuff.
But the issues tab, you create the things we need to make, right?
Basically, it's a to-do. You can think about it that way. I can assign someone to this issue. I can assign it a label like important or design or bug or whatever. You can give it a milestone. With these stuff, it's basically like tags. If you want to make sure that the project has reached a point where you can publish it, for example, you have to make sure that the issues that are opened need to be closed before, and stuff like that. I mean, this is not the best explanation of the issues, but that's how I understand it and how I use it.
fail. I have no idea why my voice is not picking up there. Sorry about that.
And we're free.
Can you? Still can't hear me. What did I do? I love Discord.
Did you accidentally click on the end call button thing?
And
What?
not sure how. How did you mute yourself?
No, I asked Raphael if he accidentally clicked on the thing. Permanently muted myself.
Are you sure it's not your headset again? But
Discord doesn't have you the muted thing.
yeah. Make sure you go to your settings, audios, and make sure that it's selected your the correct input microphone. If that's set up, you check your microphone itself if it's muted. If that checks out, you check the cables. If that checks out, you restart the application. If not, we can look into it.
You and your microphone always.
I think I can.
It doesn't say you're muted. So.
Oh, Salis is going to join in a minute. That's nice. Okay, I submitted my first issue. It should be open. Let's see how issues look like. Yeah, okay, good. A new issue.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes.
there we go.
Okay.
What did you do?
I accidentally clicked push to talk. I don't know what I did.
Oh.
Okay. Anyway, back. Sorry.
You need to leave your microphone settings alone.
So the thing, what I was trying to fix is I am trying to go on mute so y'all aren't picking up my background sounds when I don't need to be talking.
Yeah.
But you can, I can hear every time I do that, and so can everyone who's watching the meeting right now. Or will be watching the meeting.
Okay.
They'll be able to hear it.
You mean hear the noise in the background, or you muting?
Like the muting noise, like bloop, like that.
Okay, you can put Discord on streaming mode, and all of that goes away.
Oh really?
Yes.
Yep.
I actually, Discord should detect that you're doing OBS, and it should suggest or put you in the streaming mode it's automatically. But okay.
How do I do that? I'm definitely recording.
Settings.
So. You will start with the settings, yeah.
Then it's like on app settings. It's like a streamer mode tab.
Yeah, there you
go. Okay.
So you should find the option.
Didn't know this was a thing. Okay, so we have the screen design issue and we have the goal of the whole thing. What else do we need to come up with in this meeting? Because I think that issue can be done by just one person, you know?
I'm waiting for Celius, if I'm saying his name wrong, sorry. Since he said he's good with front end stuff. So if he doesn't want to do the design, I can do it, since I have a degree in it. But but
Mr. Fancy
I'm
Pants.
more happy if he picks it up, and then we can decide who does it from there.
Wait, what is Silas's name in this stream? Y'all know?
No idea.
Okay,
I think it's also something with S and L.
I know we have S6 and SM. We'll have to ask them when they come in here. So
create a starting project where someone can.
So I think we should be starting with the front end, or should we start should we have some people working on front end and some people working on back end?
Both, yeah, last one.
I think both, yeah.
Wolf?
And the front end needs the screen design first.
Yeah.
So in
There's
regard,
no need to wait for the back end if we're not ready to front end.
Okay, but does that mean we need to come up with some issues for the back end then?
I think we have to. Like back end has a lot of stuff. Like setting up the APIs, setting up the routes, setting up all of those are on its own issues, and the person who's going to do them has to plan it and then create the issues. I would say, and the front end as well, but to fix it up. So
Okay.
they kind of need to show up so they can take responsibilities. Or we can say, hey, these are roles to be picked up. Who wants to do them?
So
But
should we be
such.
defining some roles right now then?
Yes.
So like we could do like head of front end, head of back end. Does that sound good?
No, we can say well that's yeah, kinda. So we need a designer or yeah, kinda. I just don't dislike the word head of.
Sorry.
But it makes
I
sense
mean,
actually, obviously.
like clearly
No, it makes sense. I just don't like it.
no one is like more like
boss.
it's a flat hierarchy obviously. But if it comes to like elaborate planning, it makes sense, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So do we have only back end and front end, or do we have a design as well?
We can, but the design is pretty limited, right?
Well,
Sure,
we
but
kind of need it before the front end, so.
Right, but we just have one like there's just one thing we're
Yes.
designing,
Yeah.
right?
True. Yeah.
which is
So-
like the homepage, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we can, I guess, just make an unordered list in the README. So, is there something you'd rather I say than head of Aras?
Maybe
No.
main
Main?
main designer and then whatever. Doesn't sound like a manager or something, but just like the guy who's well the main.
How about
You
lead?
can use lead. Yeah, there we
lead.
go.
Yeah. Alright, there's a Visual Studio thing going on here. How do I change my shade? Y'all look darker, like y'all IDEs.
Okay, I was thinking about something else darker, but okay.
So
Yeah, you just look dark. I mean, yeah.
Are you talking about like the style, like the coloring?
Yeah, color scheme, but I think I found it.
I chose a very
Color scheme.
colorful one, so mine
I
isn't
have
like
obvious. Mine is
the default
called
one.
Monokai.
Hey, which one do I set?
Oh
Okay,
god,
this
no.
one. Wait, preference.
Monokai dimmed looks nice. It looks okay.
See, I just like really bright stuff.
Hey,
so.
Zyke.
Red
Hey,
is
Zach.
horrible.
Hello.
I love the color
Hey.
red, but not as an IDE color.
Alright,
Yeah,
Zach, we're
no.
trying to define roles for the project right now. Wait, Araz, where did you put the, okay, no, Araz put a live share for Visual Studio, in the chat, and you can join the live share for that if you want, Zyke.
Okay, so which chat? Okay, just checking the URL. Search.
I'm sorry, I'm not finding a match for this name in my directory.
So I think we'll have like some vague roles. I'm still not exactly sure how many of us are doing this project. So like we can't have like a set number of roles until that is something we know, right?
Basically, we don't care about how many people are. We need the roles like the designer, front end lead, and back end lead. And basically, when we have those, people can say, okay, I can work with the front end, I can work with the back end, and they basically will join that team. And the front end lead, that person basically will be thinking of how he's going to go with let's say the what basically are the to-dos, and basically then they can work on saying, okay, this person is going to have this issue to finish, and this person's got this issue to finish, and obviously 3 or 4 of them are working in the back end, but each one is working on a feature or an issue in that section.
Yeah.
So we can expand inside the departments themselves.
Agreed.
Whoops, I accidentally closed Discord, I think. All right. So then in that case, do we want some of the more experienced developers being the leads?
Yes. I mean, I think probably it's a smart idea.
My only concern with
But I don't think I need to be a lead.
Right. My concern with that is mainly that fancy developers be employed, you know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Just like for example, Perishable I think is more senior but has a job. So that requires like a certain level of like commitment already. So I'm not sure. But we do need to break down. We need to like create issues, right? But we need to know what they are first.
Yeah.
Much. We can do most of it now. Like the first 2 issues are already out there to create a project. Like the using the node and the React and set it up and then push it, so everyone can just pull it or clone it and fork it, and then can work with it. So that's 1. 2 is some design.
Okay. So you want someone to, in the back end, create like a node project where they will be like installing certain NPM
Doesn't have to be a back end.
No? Okay.
Doesn't have to be a back end person. It can just be one person that says, okay, I can install Node.js and React, and okay, project can run now, and basically push it, commit it, and push it to the Git to the repo, and then others can just clone it, and then they can set it up on their machine. So they don't not everyone has to install Node.js and stuff. They all just need to clone it and do install npm install or whatever method he used. Just so it's one method that had been used to install, not everyone doing their own thing.
Right. I think I understand mostly what you're saying. Yeah. So just like setting it up like a public folder versus like a server or things like that? Or nah?
So when I think Punishable or Perishable or someone else tried to clone your repo and install it on his side and work with it, he used your instructions or the steps you did to install it. So he has the same environment you have.
Right.
So we need one person to do it here, set it up the project, which will be an empty project, but it will be ready to use React and Node with it, and then say, okay, this should be ready for you guys to clone it, get it, install it, and everyone should have the same installation, basically.
So then in that case, we'll need someone to do create React app, right? Probably like install Express.
There we go. Yeah.
Trying to think of what else I've done.
Yep. So guys, correct me if I'm wrong. So are we trying to build a boilerplate generator?
Okay. So like you're
Let
gonna
me
be the
boost your
person's.
volume a bit.
Sorry.
Yeah. Is it a boilerplate generator?
Like, do we have one or do we want one?
Is that what we're trying to build
I
over here?
think so. Yeah. Like, I think so.
Okay. Good.
Do you have access to the GitHub repos, Ike?
Who's yours?
The one for the project.
I don't think so. No.
Should be in chat, right?
Give me your GitHub username or
Yeah,
email.
it's like 7. Is that YK7?
Okay. You should have it. Email now.
Yeah, you can continue. So, uh,
Okay. So we'll
yep.
want like the boilerplate. Is that something you're doing, Zyke? Is that right?
I've been building boilerplates on my own. Yeah, I tried creating a node script to generate files, something like a create React app.
A what? Boiling? Huh?
Boilerplate, so
Which is?
which is something like a skeleton for a project. So basic startup pack where you have the routing, the store management, everything set up for you already.
Is it like does it have a lot of things already done? Will it like take a lot of learning experience, or just gonna be easy to use and people
It
will learn
should
from it?
be, that's the point. It should be so starting off a project, you will be asked to set up a folder structure and set up the routing.
Yeah.
And yeah, so what it does is we give the actual folder structure with the routing and store management all set up.
Yeah, I like it. It saves a lot of time for me, but will it take away from the learning experience of creating a React app?
Yeah, you won't be learning how to configure a webpack. So that will all be done.
Create React app anyway is a boilerplate. So like you're not going to be learning like you'll be using it, but you won't be building like the boilerplate
No,
itself.
no. You won't have any idea how things work. So so you will have an idea about the React side, but the configurations, the build process, the dev servers, all those things, you won't have any idea how this is running. That's why I don't like CRA very much. Yeah.
I don't mind. It just saves time.
You don't get much flexibility with your application. You don't get to choose. So
Wait, so
yeah,
are you saying we shouldn't use Create React app?
yes,
Huh. Interesting.
that's a personal opinion. So like you said, it takes away your learning learning opportunity.
I mean, I think even with like having Create React app, I think there's still a lot you can learn because like that's just like a basis, but it doesn't like write React for you. Like we'll still need to write it, you know?
No. Yeah. So considering the React part, the actual React part, there won't be anything already written. So the only thing that you are lacking is the configuration side, the
Right.
Webpack configuration. Yeah, the compiler process. That's what you'll be lacking with
Right.
the CRI.
I don't think there's anything wrong with using Create React App. Like, I don't think we need to try and like write that. But like we'll still be able to be learning React, and we'll still be able to like build React.
Yep. So that is possible. Yep. So what exactly are we trying to build over here? So that was my question.
So if you click on the collaboration channel, scroll a bit, you can see the post Rufio posted. It should give you a general idea what it should be about. It's basically a simple generator that gives you project ideas and briefs to do as a developer. Like, you're a developer, you are okay, I want to code, but I don't have an idea and I want to do something. So it gives you something good to do. And the
Okay.
end
So
effect should be something you when you achieve it, you can put it on your projects list and people can look at before you hire them and stuff.
So it's not actually any code that we are generating, right?
Say again?
It's not actual code that we are generating.
No, just like project ideas.
Yeah.
We
Understood.
haven't
Yeah.
touched code today.
How does one get to the GitHub? Not via the link, but like whatever profile. I don't get it. Confusion.
Also, y'all, I pinned the repo, and I pinned the general description of the app in case we want to like find those more easily. I don't know how to say things. But now they're pinned, so.
How do I get into the repo without using the link?
Just click on github.com or just in the left. Yeah, that's it. And on the left, you should see it, but you don't.
So have you added me as well?
Click on. I did. You should check. You should find something in your email.
Got it.
Yep. You can just search for FakeGen, Yuri, or just click on the link directly. But yeah, there you go. It was the first thing. Yeah.
Save this.
Oh, as far as I know, it should be on the automatically there if you're part of it, but you can bookmark it or something.
All right.
Or watch it. Click like the watch on the top right, maybe. I don't know where it puts it.
Participating and manage.
No, this notification thing. Like, okay.
Oh.
Okay, so we have those two things. What else should we try and write down as issues today? We could do like an issue of like what should be in the brief, like a brief design.
Ooh. Brief design or briefs themselves?
Well, let's start with a design first, and then we can we could also add an issue for like create a brief with, I don't know, just create a brief or something.
So, but what you're describing is already in the designers section, right? Or that's something else you're talking about?
I mean, I thought the create like the homepage design was just like the design of the homepage. If we, because the brief is like just like a component within that, right? So we could have that be in like the design of the homepage, or we could separate it into a different issue, just depending on what y'all want to do.
I think you can just leave it in the designers thing. So someone just comes up, designs the whole homepage. And the correct way to do it is by creating components and such. So each component has its own style, whatever. But doing it by only one person helps to like make it the same style.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. So then maybe we'll just create one issue right now that will be like create a brief. We'll have to determine also.
Hey, Silas.
Put that. Hey, Silas.
Hello.
I hope my voice isn't too bad. I don't have my whole setup. Where
It's
I
okay.
You sound fine.
very good.
So, Silas,
Um,
if you go to the collaboration channel and you check the pinned messages, you'll be able to find the, what's it called? The GitHub repo and also the description of
Yeah.
the project.
Nice.
Trying to find that chat window. I can't find it on my side.
It's I found it like on the left side somewhere. I don't know where that thing went, but
Yeah.
it was something like with the hold on. No, not this one. Okay. Should be like something here that you can click on with live
I
share.
know, it makes sense, but it's not there. We'll look at it later on. Oh, sessions. Here, there it goes. Yeah.
I click stuff.
So, Silas, is that how you say your name, or Silas?
It's Silas.
Silas. You
Silas.
said you want to work on the front end, right?
Yeah, that's at least where I have
Okay.
more.
Do you also you mean front end like designing and stuff, or like the coding with the React and stuff?
More the designing stuff traditionally, but I can try to implement some.
No, like
We do
if
need
you
someone to
can,
design.
if you can design, you can start up with designing, and when you finish with it, you can join the front end people if you want, like
Yeah, right.
working with the front end. What do you use when designing?
Just plain HTML. I don't,
So you
or
don't use
normally at least.
so you don't use like a software before to design the page and before putting it in HTML and CSS?
Not generally. If I have like a concept I want to visualize, I just use XD. Yeah.
So basically, we're searching for someone to create the screen design, basically, before we put it into HTML and CSS.
Yeah, I can do a concept.
It would be
Alright.
nice.
Did we add Silas
Is
to
there?
the repo?
I did. We have. Oh, Silas, you mean, or?
You know if Veritable is coming back soon? Because he was like in a phone call for work. So I'm not sure if he's like getting back soon.
I'm not sure either.
Like, what does the back-end lead guy necessarily do?
Sorry, say again?
What does the back-end lead guy do? Like,
Okay, so the backend lead, like the word lead just means that he's gonna think about how it should work and then makes the to-do list. And after that, he's just same as the rest, doing codes. Each person is gonna be doing
yeah.
a part and one of the issues and stuff.
I mean, like, I'll gladly take the role, but I don't think I'm qualified.
Do you think you can think about how you want to do the project in the backend?
Probably not.
Sorry?
No, probably not.
You don't have to be afraid. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. But if you don't want it, you don't have to take it. But if you want, you can take it.
It's fine, but yeah.
Anyone here wants to do the to-do for the front end or the back end?
I mean, I'm
Sorry, do what?
the to-dos, like what, break it down into issues?
Pretty much, yeah. Like think, okay, what this project might need. Oh, it needs an API. Oh, it needs routing. Oh, it needs this, and just make the list. That's pretty much what the lead will do. And when someone new joins, he can say, "Hey, this issue is open. You can do that." That's it.
Question: an API is an application whatever interface, but like,
Yeah.
what is that?
Basically, go ahead.
It's someone who can boss other people around.
Yeah, the lead guy. Yeah, basically.
It's an API is basically means that, for example, if you create an API, you made a page that fetches information, let's say from the database, and puts it on that page, but the page itself, or let's say it's a page, it doesn't serve any purpose other than making that page as an access point for other people, other websites to come to this page, get this information, and use it.
Like in between the server and the site itself.
Client side,
basically, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, I'll be asking lots of questions. So
it's fine.
Good.
It's fine.
So
Yeah,
basically,
can I ask something?
Yeah.
Where do we get the actual ideas from? The ideas for different projects. Where do we get
That's a great question. Do you want to lead that? So there are. Oh, I love that role. Basically, I was thinking about. I don't know if you're watching my stream, but I was kind of just wanted to serve the internet scrape stuff out of it that shouldn't have any copyright issues, like projects from student portfolios of universities, or just googling the internet about ideas, or whatever method you see fit, as long as it doesn't give us any issues, which I doubt even there would be any copyright issues. But the thing is, we need a person that comes up with how will we generate them. My initial was really fancy, complicated. I say complicated, that's standard coding. Like define sections under categories, and let's say this part of a text goes under, I don't know, titles. And we make a list of titles, and you make a list of client names, and you make a list of what to do, like create, or design. And basically, the website gets all of it and merges it in a logical way that makes a logical sentence that is basically the idea. But dynamic generation. But we can make a list of normal stuff, which will need expanding later on, but will be a limited list. So it depends on who wants to take out that task and plans how we want to do it. And then we would have to use the internet to gather some ideas and then implement it.
Okay.
If that makes sense. If you guys have better ideas, please. I mean, this is me, one person had the
I'm
idea
just like
months
learning.
ago.
I'm a first year software development student. I don't know shit.
What student? What are you studying?
Software developer student.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
are you being sarcastic or are you serious?
I'm serious.
I'm a student myself, but just finished my third semester, so I'm not experienced as well. So
This is my second.
I think we're all the same students here. We're all learning, so it should be fine.
Yeah. Which is like why I want to join this project at the first place, to actually learn some shit.
Yeah, but the only way to learn is by doing. So do you want to take it and do it?
Wait, what are we talking about now? About the role, you mean?
Anything. You guys you guys are here. You guys are more welcome to reach and take any task you guys wish to take. I mean, there's a lot to do. And it would be your opportunity to come and take something and put your own touch in it and your own thoughts and your own creativity in it. And it will be you did that part of the website that will be done, because it should be cool when it's finished.
Yep. So So the primary objective would be to find a source for the ideas. I think that
I
should
think-
be the number one priority.
I think the priority above that would be how will the ideas be generated. And depending on that, then you go to collect stuff. Like if you go with the original idea I have, which is, make a dynamic pseudo generator, then you would want to go to collect lists of topics, lists of names, lists of do's and stuff, and then give it to the generator and it will mix it up and generate stuff. Or if you want to just serve already finished topics, you would just go and serve and collect finished ideas instead of lists. So I would say how to generate the idea goes before collecting the ideas themselves.
Hmm.
So just so you know what you're searching for. Welcome back, Percival.
Thanks, Percival.
Hello.
Do you want to take the back-end lead role, Percival?
I will help where I'm needed. I probably can't lead anything. I have like 3 jobs right now.
Okay. Well, in that case, can I take the back-end lead and then just like ask people for advice along the way?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely. Yeah.
Sure.
Because like I have no experience, so I'll be asking a lot.
It's fine. It's fine.
But I do want to learn, so like that's why I'm like willing to try.
Okay. So yeah, anyone here wants to come up with the idea of how to generate the stuff?
Generate project ideas.
Yes.
Isn't
Yeah,
that with the
so,
backend?
Yeah.
Yeah, mixing those ideas, I don't think be that difficult.
But that's just like part of the backend code, right? Or
Yeah,
Yeah. You can. Okay. Sorry, Yuri. Yeah, you can work on that. Or assign people or create issues
yeah,
and stuff.
I'll probably create like the issue thing, and then we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna be the one who takes that issue. But
So yeah, so when you thought of this project, did you have a sort of an example in mind, like what you're hoping to get? Just as a sample project that you're hoping to get.
Let's see. Do I have something?
Just to get the bigger picture over here. That's all.
So I don't know. Are you guys still watching my screen, right?
I am.
I'm still watching, surfing it. Yeah. So let me hide some stuff. So what I thought about when I thought of like generating, I was like, okay, I want to generate a person's profile, like a fake name, give it a fake icon or whatever. So it's like, I want the user when he goes to the website and uses it, is like, this is not like, oh, just a bubble of a text and says do this, but it gives it some personality. That gives the feeling that's a project from someone.
Maybe we
So,
can like make for fun that one of those so-called clients who wants a project could be like every like a developer, like we other English are like we like the group we have now in this voice chat. Like we could be like one of those clients for fun, like in the future.
You can put Easter eggs in it for sure.
Exactly like that.
Yeah,
And you can be the IP client.
yeah. So it's more like a lorem ipsum generator. Am I correct?
It's a basically generator, yeah, that generates a couple of stuff that makes sense together. That in the end effect gives
I
you
think
something valuable.
I think I got the bigger picture now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but it can be scaled so much more, right? So like
Yes.
very
Yes.
first MVP you can do just like the backend is just serving up some static data, like we just
Yes.
make out some static data, and then maybe step 2, we implement like something that like scrapes Twitter for like whatever the new hotness stuff is, right? Web3, crypto, NFTs, baby. Like and start pulling like applicable current stuff and current problems based off of that, and like start. You could probably even pipe that into like some sort of big data machine in Python or something. I don't know how to do that, but that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
yeah, ML, AI, yeah, that crap.
Yeah. Baby steps though. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we decided stack-wise that we were gonna use React and we're gonna use Node. Beyond that, I don't think we've like defined our like database or anything. Just as an FYI.
Yeah.
You want to build more on stack, like think that out more?
I think we can just for now go with this, and then what do we? Actually, we do need eventually to store the data. What goes good with React and Node?
Mongo.
Okay, so okay, let's
Yeah.
to decide this. Where is it gonna live?
We have
from-
AWS, we have Azure.
At first, you should probably just serve it from your local
Yes.
Yeah,
site.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
have a seed file that generates it locally.
Yeah.
Before you start worrying about like
Hosting.
centralized
Thinking for
hosting and
production. Yeah,
dropping money
production
in.
for now.
Yeah.
True. So we can just for now work with this, and when we want to start with the database and saving stuff, we can then think about any, I don't know, Postgres, MySQL, Deep, Mongo, whatever. Just see what works for us, and we can add it. I think should be
What is
okay,
Mongo?
right? Mongo.
Mongo. It's a database.
Yeah.
Oh, database. That's like where you store your information and shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
Mongo specifically is like a document-based database instead of like a transactional. Transactional is the word I want.
Okay.
But yeah, so
yeah.
it's a little bit. They have different trade-offs. For this, maybe Mongo would actually make sense here because you're just dumping a ton of data of all pretty much just like a very basic data type. Mongo gets tricky when you get into like larger, more complex data sets that you want relations to exist in.
Yeah. Table relations is
Yeah.
Okay.
We gonna be using does anyone is the VSL a must here for people who don't have it, or
A what?
perishable?
I'm sorry.
VSL is gonna be a thing that everyone should have, right?
PSL.
VSL.
The Ubuntu terminal.
Oh.
Oh no, you don't necessarily need that. So especially if you get to the point with Docker, obviously later on with Docker, it doesn't matter where you're at. As far as like WSL, like if in the beginning, ideally you shouldn't need anything other than install
just
npm install node. I think
That's what I'm
React
saying.
runs off that too.
Does that work on CMD too?
Yeah.
Oh,
It might be a slightly different command line
no. It's
instructions.
It's exactly the same. So
okay.
Oh, is it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it doesn't matter anymore.
What are we using now?
He was just asking about like Windows. If we need to worry about like the Windows command line or like the infrastructure underneath Windows, because it's like an Ubuntu substructure now.
Yeah.
You can have
versus
Git bash as
Unix
well.
and Linux.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, because I branched a lot. What needed still? Someone wants to pick up the front end and think about the steps of React and stuff. It's gonna be a great learning experience.
Roof.
I mean, I will.
Oh,
but
Rufio,
if someone else
I
wants
can
to
see
do
your
it,
hand.
that's okay.
That's up, I think. You wanna take it?
Yeah, it's right over there. You see it? It's waving above her head.
Yeah, I
Oh,
see
man.
it too.
Y'all, I didn't turn on my mic. I said I'm okay with doing it unless somebody else wants to do it more.
Do you think someone will do that?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe
Oh, some big hesitation.
we'll put me for now. How about that? And again, like this is like flat hierarchy to an extent, right? So like it's not like
It isn't?
It is like it's not like anyone's in particular is like in charge. If someone else is like wanting to do a lot more, they can.
True.
We are all equal.
It's a group project, not like a fucking CEO business.
What?
Not a company.
But that's a good
Uh,
question though. Will we run ads and shit to make money?
Do we want to make
No.
money?
Oh,
Sure.
I want to make money.
There's not a whole lot of money in ads.
Doesn't matter.
Unless you absolutely pepper your site in them.
Hey, if you guys want money, then you can
Yes.
make this website and then later on make a lot of features in it and make it great and then add subscription to it and make a pro version of it and then make money. But you have to
Okay.
code and
But,
work for it. So how about that?
You gotta work
So,
for it. Ew.
Okay.
yeah, I don't think people are going to. Yeah, maybe. Well,
I mean, I'm
we'll
not gonna
see.
take this project and make money of it on my own. That's we're gonna make this together. I'm not gonna take
At
advantage of
least,
it.
yeah, it can be a stepping stone to the next one.
No,
Maybe.
let's just keep it simple for now.
Yeah, for now,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay, so just to to bring it back to the point, we have the idea. I think everyone here is okay with the idea, right?
Sure.
Yep.
No one is lost. Okay. I added the GitHub repo in the collaborative channel. It's basically just an empty repo. Give me your GitHub username or email. I can add you as a collaborator on it.
Yeah. So can we do 2 separate repos for UI and the backend? That would
That would be
separate what?
advisable.
Yeah, that would be better.
What's that?
The FakeGen UI, that should be one repo, and the FakeGen should be
I don't-
another repo.
Wait, why
If
should
I
Let's
they
make a
wouldn't
be?
branch.
do them different repos, either different folders or different, and eventually it's going to be different. What do you call them?
Going to be
Branches.
different.
Yeah.
Branch.
No,
Yeah.
you do, no. Yeah, he's absolutely right. You want to have those in two different repositories because they communicate with each other. They're not dependent upon one another, and if you're just gonna get a lot of noise, and if you keep them all in the same one,
Yeah,
and you definitely
it's
don't want to
messy.
do different branches either. That doesn't make sense
Yeah,
with Git.
it will get
No,
messy.
But
with branches, I meant with if he was talking about working in the same branch and just committing and stuff can break. I thought branches should eliminate that issue, obviously, but I didn't know that UI and coding themselves should be different.
I didn't either.
yeah, well, mostly just because in the case of what you're building here, right? Because you can keep them together. It's just a little messier. Because ideally, the front end can work completely without the back end, right? Like you don't want to hold that up. So like you guys are going to consume an API, or you can just stub some data, and you guys can keep moving. Whereas the backend guys need to be able to build out an API to get consumed by the front end, so to be able to query. So it's a lot cleaner to keep those separate, like you were saying.
I'm not objecting here. I'm just trying to understand and learn. Doesn't the front end and the back end need each other to know which points they're going to be accessing? Like the front end has to know which back end points going to need
Yeah,
and
those are
like
going to
read the
be
code and
done.
stuff.
Yeah,
That
those are
my
going to
idea.
be
Yeah.
done by APIs. So
Yeah,
that is
so
the only point of contact between the actual UI and the backend. It's strictly going to be API wise. So I don't think
yeah,
there's a
so
need to keep that together. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, so like in React, when you mount the page, right, you'll instantiate your state stuff. So you'll basically call a method that says, give me the prompt, right, and that'll go off and that'll reach out to the API backend. Then the backend will provide that data and pass it back, and then the data will get passed back, put into the state variable, and then that gets two-way binded, so it just automatically shows up on the page.
So
React is built in such a way that it can render and function even if the API is down.
Okay,
for
I
the most part.
understand the point.
Yeah.
But does that mean, like, for example, the front end will have to have eventually both repos, the back end to run locally and the front end to run so you can test stuff
Eventually, yeah.
Yes,
So
Okay.
you'll have like two different
Okay.
Docker files. You'll hook them up, but then they'll just they'll basically connect to one another with localized networking. But then when you go to like deploy it, That's where you would have like api.learn.com, and then you would have like just learn.com, and then when you call any of the API requests for the data, you just call it across to the API URL, and it does all the routing for you.
All right.
So we're gonna connect those front end with backend via the API once we're done with it.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
do it. You can do it earlier on too. It's just
More work then.
keeping them siloed makes a lot of sense, and it'll cut down a lot of noise.
Good to me.
Okay, so should I create another repo then? Right?
Yeah, that would be nice. So you can call
And
one.
I think if I create an
section.
organization, I can.
Yeah, I would say at this point you might want to just create an org,
Yeah.
or have Rufio create an org, and just make these projects inside there, and then invite people to the org. That way they can collaborate across all of them. If that's the kind of vibe you want to do.
Yeah. Do you want to do that? Yeah.
Yeah, I've never done it before, but
Well, it's gonna have your name on it, so me creating the thing will make sense.
That's the first time for everything.
Sorry?
Yeah, that's the first time for everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything we're discussing here is a first time for me, so
Don't worry, you'll get there.
yeah, I hope so.
Kind of digging this extreme.
Like I'm looking forward to learning more languages to add to my resume. Just build up more experience. So yeah.
Wait, y'all, how do I create an organization? Oh, never mind. I figured it
Go
out.
to GitHub. All right.
So where are you guys from, everyone?
I am from the Netherlands.
Okay, so what time is it over there?
Currently, it's 9:27 in the evening.
Nice. And the others?
I've been in Austria for some time, and it's also the same time.
Really?
It's central. Yeah, central.
Perishable? Where are you from?
Say again.
I'm out in Indiana, Midwest of the United States.
Yeah. No. Okay, and Silas?
In Germany, and it's the same time as.
Yeah, I know the German time very well. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Rufio is from Utah, right?
Yep.
And you?
India. It's 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
So you all guys are the same time zones, almost the same time zones.
Almost, yeah. Well, it's like 6 hours or 8, I think. I think I'm 8 hours ahead of Rufio.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm 12 hours ahead of Rufio.
Apparently, the US have 4 different time zones. I thought it's only 3.
So it's the Pacific. Right. I just know the Pacific. What else is there?
I know, like it's like US is like East, Central, and West. That's it. And I was like, okay, Pacific is always the West, and that's it. And she's like, what? There's that mountain time zone. Like, what's a time zone?
Yeah, mountain time zones. Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. Y'all, what should this organization be called? It says this will be the name of your account on GitHub. Should it be my username, or should it be something different than that?
I think we should figure out an organization name for our project.
I thought we already did that yesterday.
Ruffians.
Yes.
Yeah, we're the Ruffians.
Oh, yes.
Is that
Ruffians Incorporation?
Is that what you want me to do?
Yes.
It's fine.
It's your brand, dog.
Maybe you're the rough. RUFF rough. Just the rough. Rough Corp. Something. I don't know.
So should I delete this? Not delete. We're not gonna need this repo, I think.
I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ruffians, just Ruffians, and the Lost Boys are both taken. So I wonder if the Ruffians.
Ruffians.inc.
The Ruffians is is available. But if we do like a .inc type thing, does that mean we have to make this like a legal entity? Because that's fancy.
No. I don't think so. No.
Your organization name is not legally binding. I'm pretty sure you can even change it later on.
Okay.
Well, should we be Ruffians Inc. or the Ruffians?
I think Ruffians seems
The
cleaner with
Ruffian.
ink.
Wait, what?
Whatever.
Ruffians.
Make
Without
it mad.
the...
So you guys are way overthinking stuff.
We like overthinking stuff.
That's fine.
Let's be honest, naming is like the hardest thing to do when it comes to
Yeah,
coding.
I know the feeling.
So
I'm looking at
sometimes
this variable named continuable and I hate it.
Zyke, your GitHub
I-
name is Zyke7, right?
Zyke7, yep.
And then
So even
I have Araz, I have Yuri, I have Zyke. And the rest of you?
perishable.
Vegetable?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the
Perishable.
bathroom.
Perishable.
Perishable. I was like, vegetable. Perishable, is your name the same?
I'm basically a vegetable. Here you go. Give me a second. Where'd the chat go? There you go. It's better than trying to type it out. Or
Okay.
spell it out, rather.
This contact manages credit cards for Goldman Sachs.
Okay.
And
And
So just a question. So do we still keep calling each other their nicknames? Or will we start calling them the actual names?
You can call me whatever you want.
Yeah. That's fine. It's all good.
alright, I think I got everyone.
I don't think you have mine.
Wait, who talked? Sorry.
So, are you done
I
creating the
just barely
organization?
did the invitation, so if you didn't get one, let me know.
Yeah, I got it. Your teams don't have access to any repositories.
This is like
Not
open
made yet.
source, right? Or nah?
Yep.
If
It's
you close it, you gotta start paying. So yeah, leave it open.
Okay.
but we can make it private, right?
Not as an org. Org has 5 seats for free, maybe. So just leave it open. It's not like it's proprietary or anything.
Yeah, I still remember the time that GitHub used to charge money for making repos private.
Yeah, at that
So,
point, it'd be fine. But we're ways off.
yeah.
Alright. It should be a thing now. We can make the 2 repositories I guess we're going to have, right?
Yep. You can do the honors.
I mean, I can. I do have to leave though, so if someone else wants to do that, probably be a little better. I have to go drive 2 hours to see my cousin.
Sounds super excited about it. You'll have to make Araz like a admin of the org.
Oh yeah, okay, we'll do that. Do that before I leave. Where do I do that in the settings? Y'all know?
Yeah, over the
Like
I think
Yeah, go to
like
like
people.
permissions.
team members or something.
member privileges. Should we all be admins or not?
Utter chaos.
There
Yeah,
should,
that would be chaos. It's fine. Yeah,
So was that
I don't
a
think we'll do anything that stupid.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, I don't think
And-
we'll do anything that stupid. So it's
Yeah.
fine. I'll be missing someone. Isn't there 5 of us?
there's yeah, I think I got
Where's
everyone,
Perishable?
but
Yeah, Perishable has yet to join.
Yeah, I have a lot of notifications. I'm having a hard time finding it. Okay, stop yelling at me.
Should be an email thing, right?
Yep.
Okay,
all right, y'all should be
Yeah.
able to do that
I'm
now.
trying to figure out which email it's on.
Oh, so okay.
Are we sticking with fake Jen, or anyone has a creative name?
I don't.
Mm,
Keep it.
yeah,
You can change it later.
I think so, yeah.
uh, just D would be fine. And we don't do camel casing for repo names.
No? Okay.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna go. You can definitely keep going. But thank you all for coming today. It was great to chat with you
Yeah.
more.
So-
From the global switchboard.
Yep.
I'm
back.
good drive.
Thank you.
Bye, Rufio.
All right, see y'all.
Yes. You know, and if I'm being totally honest.